Scoring is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. In a game that both teams desperately needed to win, pitching went out the window as Milwaukee and Minnesota played to a beer league softball game on a Saturday afternoon in Milwaukee. It starts in the first. Hoskin Powell. Every game starts in the first. The scoring starts in the first. Hoskin Powell singles home Roy Smalley to give the Twins a 1-0 lead. In the second, Milwaukee countered back for two. Sixto Lezcano, a solo shot to make it 1-1, his 17th of the year. And then Stormin Gorman Thomas with a sac fly to make it 2-1 Brewers. Then the Twins rip off 5 runs in the fourth and the fifth. Rob Wilfong's double in the fourth scored Hoskin Powell to tie the ball game at 2. And then they sent 8 to the plate in the fifth and scored 4 more. Hoskin Powell with a fielder's choice to make it 3-2 Twins. Dan Ford, a 2-run double. And then Rob Wilfong singled home Ford. 6-2, bottom 5 coming up, where the Brewers batted around, or sent 9 to the plate. Cecil Cooper singles home Robin Yount, 6-3. Ben Ogilvie singles home Cecil Cooper, 6-4. And then Gorman Thomas with a 3-run double to clear the bases, 7-6 Milwaukee. But the Twins, a plucky bunch, come back. Glenn Adams with a double in the sixth to score 2. 8-7 Minnesota. Yeah, there wasn't a heck of a lot of pitching here. In the bottom of the inning, again, another 9 batters. Cecil Cooper singles home Robin Yount to tie the game at 8. And Larry Heisel, a 2-run bomb, his 43rd of the year, 10-8 Milwaukee. That would be enough. Gorman Thomas hit a liner, 11-12, and in the 8th, an insurance run. Robin Yount on a fielder's choice. Milwaukee 12, Minnesota 8. The Brewers remain 4.5 back in the East. The Twins are in real danger of falling out of the race in the West. That's the Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1978. The pennant chase continues. From Sunday, September 17th, 1978, 2 weeks left. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Minnesota Twins from County Stadium in Milwaukee. And today's ball game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, not all one word, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Oh, we get the Scrabble again. It's Andy Replogle against Gary Serum. Why, hi there. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the broadcast for our Friday afternoon. We are going to take the weekend off. I've got company coming tomorrow, and people want some Olympic stuff, so we got to start working on that too. So we'll be back for you Monday night for our next game, and I haven't looked to see what that is. But we are down to the last 2 weeks of the season. None of the divisions have been decided yet, and I think the Twins are in the process of being dropped out of the race. So 2 weeks left, 4 divisions, and 9 teams, Twins being the 10th really, still having a chance to make the playoffs. It's Andy Replogle, who was 10-7 on the year, against maybe the surprise starter in the American League in 1978, and Gary Serum. Up until his most recent start, Serum was the ERA leader in the American League. He has a real-life ERA of 4.10, so you just never know. Brewers 82-67. My lunch ran late, so no graphics for you today. The Twins 77-70. So that's the story going in. It is a beautiful September day in Milwaukee. No one's watching the Packers in Milwaukee today. It's all about the Brewers. 78 degrees, and the wind is blowing in at 11 from right field. You ready? I know you are. Let's do it. Mr. Waterfield, Mr. Mao, and Mr. Forsberg all here. So, Replogle, let down your hair. Makes the start. He's going to have, this is 2 left after this. This is start number 16 for Andy as we start the last 14 days of the year. He is 10-7. with an ERA of 4.34. He has pitched against the Twins. Once out of the pen and once as a start, so 11 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He has walked 7 and struck out 1. That's not very good. But he has a win in an ERA of 1.54. The Jucket Brigade is certainly here. Andy is a fly ball pitcher and a fastball pitcher at 85. And how he does in this ball game goes a long way on how Milwaukee will stay in the race in the American League East. The last time out was 4 nights ago against the Orioles. He got himself his 10th win. I think we did that game too. 6 2/3 innings, 8 hits, a run. It was not earned. He walked 5 and struck out 2. So overall, 124 1/3 innings, 155 hits, 73 runs, 60 earned. He's allowed 7 homers. He has walked 50 and struck out 33. And the last time he struck out more than he walked was against the Indians on August 29th. So 4 2/3 against Texas, not a complete game against Minnesota, it wasn't a complete game because he didn't get a decision, and then the win against Baltimore. So the lineup for the Twins on this Sunday afternoon: Mike Cubbage leads off and plays third. Roy Smalley at short will bat second. Rod Carew at first will hit third. Glenn Adams, last night's hero for the Twins, short-lived anyway, will DH and clean up. Dan Ford in center will bat fifth. Hoskin Powell in right field will go sixth. Rick Childs in left will go seventh. Butch Weiniger behind the plate bats eighth, and Rob Wilfong at second will bat ninth. Gary Serum is the surprise of the year, and he is on the hill for the Twins. Larry Heisel is a 6-4 and left for the Milwaukee defense. Gorman Thomas a 7 and a 4. Sixto Lascano a 9 and an 8 in right. Sal Bando is a 6 at third. Robin Yount an 8 at short. Noah Molitor again today. Don Money a 6 at second. Cecil Cooper a 9 at first. And Charlie Moore a 5 and a 6 behind the plate. Mike Cubbage to face Rapplagle. He steps in at 300, 9 homers, and 61 RBI. And so on a Friday, here's the pitch. Struck him out. He got him on an 0-2 curve at 77, and that's how this one starts. Roy Smalley at 299, 13 homers, and 82 RBI. Rappagle's pitch, base hit right field. Lascano will throw it back in, and there is still one out. Both of these teams, the Minnesota's pitching isn't very good, and Milwaukee's bullpen isn't all that great either, so it would not surprise me if we had one of these high-scoring games again. Carew at 329, 9 homers, and 66 RBI. Almost double his real-life home run total. Pitch to Carew in the left, but Heisel is there, 2 out. Full house here at County Stadium. Here is Glenn Adams at 234, 6 homers, and 46 RBI. Well, you can do that, for sure. Pitch to Adams. In the right center, Thomas is there, and that will retire the side. No runs, one hit, and no errors. Half an inning in the books. Minnesota nothing. Here come the Brewers. And for Gary Serum, he's 21 years old. If it wasn't for this replay, I would not know who he is. He is making start number 20. He's got 3 left after this. He is 16-6 with a save and an ERA of 2.10. This is his 31st appearance of the year. He is a fastball pitcher, 86, and a flyball pitcher. And against the Brewers, he is making his 4th start. 23 and 2/3 innings, 24 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 3 walks and 18 strikeouts. He is 1-1 against Milwaukee with an ERA of 3.04. His last start came against the White Sox, a loss on the 12th. 7 and 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. He walked 1 and struck out 3. Against the Brewers on the 26th of June, he struck out 11. So he can get it done. 180 innings, 155 hits, 49 runs, 42 earned, 35 walks, and 86 strikeouts. In the lineup he'll face from Milwaukee, Robin Yount leads off at short. Don Money will bat second and play second. Cecil Cooper hits third. He'll play first. Larry Heisel, who was on a tear, is in left. He'll clean up. Ben Ogilvie, the DH, bats fifth. Sixto Lezcano on right will go sixth. Sal Bando at third will bat seventh. Gorman Thomas in center will hit eighth. And Charlie Moore will catch him at ninth. Replogle threw 12 pitches in the first. For the Twins, Childs a 6 and a 5 in left. Dan Ford a 4 and a 5 in center. Hoskin Powell a 6 and a 6 in right. Mike Cubbage is a 5 at third. Roy Smalley an 8 at short. Rob Wilfong a 5 at second. Rod Carew an 8 at first. Butch Weiniger a 7 and an 8 behind the plate. And Gary Serum is a 6 on the mound with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Gary's 21, by the way. And I don't know much more about him than that. Robin Yount steps in. 284, 13 homers, and 52 RBI. Serum's pitch, there's a ground ball to Smalley deep in the hole. Throw to first. In time, 1 out. I'll read you Serum's real-life numbers just to show how amazing a year it's been for this young man, who, if is still with us, is no longer a young man. Gary's real-life numbers, an ERA of 4.10. He went 9 and 9 for the Twins with a save. 184 in the third innings, 188 hits, 14 homers, 44 walks, 80 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.259. His whip in the replay is 1.054. Here's Money, 285, 14 homers. Hitting streak has been snapped, and 64 RBI. Serum's pitch, and Money gets hit. So Don gets plunked in the shoulder. And so 1 out for Cooper. Cecil at 294. 8 homers and 43 RBI. Pitch to Cooper. Into left. Childs in the corner for the out. So Money will hold it first. And here's Heisel. Larry having a monster year and is the Midwest favorite to win the MVP. Too bad the person doing this replay lives in New England. 289 the average, 43 home runs, and 100 RBI. Just a massive year for Heisel, a player who never got the credit for how good he was. Pitch to Larry. Into left field, Childs again, this time against the wall to make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a runner left on. We go to the second, no score. So it'll be Dan Ford, Hoskin, Powell, and Childs for the Twins in the second. Ford at 285, 14 homers, and 94 RBI. Replogle. Base hit right field. Lezcano will throw it back in. Second hit. So here's Hoskin Powell at 262. 2 homers and 26 RBI. It's a calm, clear 71 in Lethbridge, Alberta, we're being told. Alexa, what's the weather?
In Burlington, it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny skies. Today, you can look for intermittent clouds, with a high of 77 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. Have a good afternoon.
you to. And so wherever the weather is, hopefully it's nice and seasonable for you. Powell, we gave you the numbers. Pitch from Replogle. There goes Ford to throw down to Yount. In time, they got him. So goes 2-6 on the card. A good throw by Moore and a better tag by Yount. And so 1 out and an 0-1 count to Powell. Twins at 77 and 70. The Brewers at 82 and 67. Powell ground ball to third. Bando with a bad start, and Powell beat it out. Sal had to charge that a little more, and he just didn't do it. And that'll bring up Rich Childs at 281, 2 homers, and 22 RBI. Replogle deals. Liner foul. First base side. And somebody from Milwaukee made that catch. A ball and 2 strikes. The count. Pitch to Childs. There's a ground ball, base hit right side past the diving Cooper. And so that's caught stealing really hurts now. Powell on second with good speed and Childs on first for Weiniger. At 215, 5 homers and 30 RBI. Pitch to Butch. There goes Powell. A throw down to third, and Hoskin has it beat out. So the Twins playing some small ball, and that's number 11. And the count is a ball and no strikes. 4 hits for the Twins, none yet for the Brewers. Top the second. Weiniger into shallow right. Lescano has it. Childs retreats. Powell will tag. Lescano will throw home. More in time. They got him. So the double play. It goes 9-2, and the Twins run themselves out of the inning. Where's my mouse? Here it is again. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second, and it is no score. Well, the Twins feel like they need to be aggressive to get some runs, and yet you beat the odds there. I think the chances of making that play were 16%. But it wasn't 0. Here's Ogilvy at 269, 14 homers, and 50 RBI. Pitch from Serum struck him out. So Gary got him to swing and miss at an 86-mile-an-hour fastball, 1 out. Lescano at 265, 17 homers, 61 RBI, and a golden arm. Up the middle, a base hit. He's going for 2. The throw to Smalley from Ford. Not in time. J.T. Dutch. How are you? So the Brewers have a hit. 1 out for Bando. 287, 8 homers, and 55 RBI. Yeah, Jamie, I'll say Serum has overachieved a great deal. But then again, so have the Twins to be in contention. It should be the Angels, Rangers, and Royals in the American League West. And instead, the Twins have overachieved. The Angels are pretty much done. Pitch to Bando. Slow roller to Smalley. Throws it to first, and Sal is retired. Lescano goes to third. 2 out for Gorman Thomas. Gorman at 291. 37 homers. He's overachieved, too, and 103 RBI. Brewers trying to get on the board. 2 out, bottom of the second. Serum's pitch. Struck him out. So Gary got him a 2-2 on the outside corner. Looking, and that will do it. No runs, a hit, no errors. Brewers strand a runner, or maybe 2 after 2, no score. All right, the graphics department decided I had to eat lunch today instead of play with slides, so you get this instead. In American League, Texas's lead is 5. The magic number is 11, and Oakland is rolling over and playing dead for Texas. I really do think it's their division, California's tragic number is 1. Kind of a disappointing year in Hollywood for the Angels. In the East, the Orioles lead is a 1.5 over the Yankees with the magic number of 14. Milwaukee 4.5 back, hanging on. They have a run differential of 80. The Red Sox run differential 75, and they're 74 and 74. In the National League, the Dodgers' magic number is the best of everybody. It's 9. They've won 2 straight. Don Sutton sent me, by the way, a very angry letter calling him average. Cincinnati is 80 and 68, and that's pretty much all that's left. Although the only team eliminated right now in the West, although San Francisco, you'd need some of their magic stuff to win the division now, is Atlanta. In the East, it's only Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Left in the margin is 4. Phillies at 88 and 60, Pirates at 84 and 64. Remember, the Pirates and the Phillies, the last weekend of the year, play 4 games. So, things starting to shake out here. Top of the third, Replogle to face Rob Wilfong, and then the top of the lineup. Wilfong at 319, no homers and 26 RBI. Replogle deals. He drops one down. Cooper goes to pick it up, and there will be no throw. In fact, Cooper wasn't even paying much attention, checking his nails and all that. And so Wilfong is on with a bunt single. That's the 5th hit for the Twins. Cubbage struck out to start the ball game. Replogle, 9 batters on 24 pitches. 2 innings plus, 5 hits and a strikeout. And another bunt. Cooper to first. This time it's going to be a 3-4 on the sacrifice. And Wilfong is on second. The Twins have found the 1960s Dodgers offensive model. In fact, they're playing such a small ball, you could almost call it a golf ball. Here's Smalley, who singled his first time up. He swings, center field, popped up behind the bag. Yount is there. 1 out. 2 out, rather. For Carew, who's 0 for 1. So Replogle trying to keep this a scoreless game. Got him! He's in at the knees at 84 on a fastball, and Carew watched it. So the Twins get a hit and they leave a runner on after 2.5, no score. So Moore, Yount, and Money to face Serum here in the third. The Twins, JT tells me, are approaching this game in a very Gene Mauch-like manner, which is appropriate. Yep, absolutely. I believe the appropriate thing would be square peg and round hole. Pitch to Moore. Ground ball to Wilfong over to first. 1 out. Brings up Yount. Serum through 9 batters, 24 pitches. 2 1/3 innings, 1 hit, and 2 strikeouts. Yount is 0 for 1. Pitch to Robin. Ground ball to third, and Cubbage got eaten up on that one. Hit off the heel of his glove. I was going to say that, and it popped up in the play-by-play. Something about great minds and all that. And so Yount is on first for Money, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. Hit and run is on. Money will take it, and Yount has the bag stolen. In fact, the Twins pitched out, and Yount stole the bag. How about that? So 14 for Spicoli, and a 1-0 count to Money. Serum, ground ball to Carew. Takes it to the bag himself, and that is an out. Robin goes to third. Brings up Cooper, who's 0 for 1. 2 out. Scoreless game in the bottom of the third between the Twins and the Brewers. Pitch to Cooper. Base hit up the middle. Yount will score, and the Brewers break out 1-0. So Milwaukee doing what they need to do and get that run in, and it's unearned. So here's High Sell. It was 43 RBI. He's struggling in September. 4 homers and hitting .220. So Cooper on first. Sarum's pitch. Center field. Ford goes back and makes the catch to retire the side. Brewers get an unearned run. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 error after 3. 1-0 Milwaukee. On a warm and windy afternoon in Wisconsin. Blowing in from right at 17 as we start the 4th and 81 degrees. The Adams, Ford, and Powell to face Replogle. If I'm pronouncing that name wrong, Replogle, let me know, because that's just, I don't know. That's just an educated guess. Pitch to Adams. Popped up left side. Yount. We'll catch that Rainmaker. 1 away. Dan Ford's got a single. He's 1 for 1. Both teams have left 3 on through 3. Base hit up the middle. Thomas will pick it up. And Ford has his second single of the ball game. And that brings up Hoskin Powell, who singled and stole a base. We're with you Monday night at 7:30 Eastern. And I'll let you know the game. 4:30 Pacific, 5:30 in Lethbridge, Alberta. And then it's day games the rest of the week, because Mr. Red Sox fan and I have a football game to do on Wednesday night. We think. Powell draws a walk. So Replogle left it high and away, and the Twins have runners on first and second, 1 out for Childs, who singled his first time up. If all goes according to plan, you and I will spend some time together Tuesday night looking at the 2021 version of Pro Strategy Football. So look forward to that. A busy week coming up for you. Post Labor Day on Retro Sports Network. Pitch to Childs is a liner, foul, third base side. Some parent with a Perkins loan with the kid that's going to the University of Wisconsin based that catch. Drawing the Sorrows and some Miller High Life. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. There's a ground ball to Cooper. To Yount for 1, back to first. Cooper is there, but Childs beat it out. So 3-6 on the fielder's choice. And so runners on the corners and 2 out for Weiniger. Ford on third, Childs on first. Replogle deals. Ground ball to Money. He goes to Yount for the short out at second, and that will retire the side. Twins strand 2, no runs, a hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Milwaukee 1, Minnesota nothing. So Ogilvy, Lescano, and Bando to face Serum here in the 4th. Ben struck out his first time up. That's Yankee Stadium. I was about to say, it looked like one of the rare pictures on a Topps card that could have been from that ballpark, but nope, that's Yankee Stadium. Pitch to Ogilvy. Into right, Powell will make the catch against the track. So 1 out for Lescano, who doubled his first time up. Here's a ground ball to short. Smalley over to Carew, 2 out. My guess is that we would start. I'll put this up for you, because we can do that. The playoffs, if we go the last 2 weeks, that we would start the playoffs on the 24th of September and go straight through. So game 1 of Championship Series A would be there, and then Friday would be a split doubleheader, noon and 7. Saturday would be a noon game for the B Championship Series. Game 3 of Series A would be Sunday at noon. And, oops. No, we might have to do that because I can't do 2 games on that Monday. We'll figure it out for you. So, figuring that we're back with you the 7th to start that. We could start, we'll figure it out. We might go start the 23rd to get a weekend doubleheader. So, look for that week of the 21st. That's when the playoffs will start right here on Retro Sports Network. And then the World Series, the first full week of October. So it takes 10 months for me to do a baseball replay. But you got 78 pretty much in a nutshell. Sal Bando is 0 for 1. Right field, Powell. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 5th. 1-0 Milwaukee. So Replogle will face Wilfong, Cubbage, and Smalley. I didn't expect this one, gang, to be a pitcher's duel. Did you? Wilfong singled his first time up, shallow right. Lescano really rides the Schwinn, and he makes the catch for the out. Yeah, it is like a real season, and it's all, when you do something like this, it really is all about how you get there and not how it ends. Here's Cubbage. Unless you're a Dodger fan, then you want it to end the right way. You want a little retribution. Mike is 0 for 1. Replogle threw 18 batters, 4 1/3 innings, 55 pitches, 6 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. And Cubbage into shallow right. Lescano again, 2 outs. Second verse was indeed the same as the first. Here's Smalley. Roy is 1 for 2. He singled his first time up. By the way, the Seaver game went up on YouTube yesterday. And so if you're watching the Red Sox-Yankee game I posted this morning, the Seaver news comes at the end of that. Pitch to Smalley is into left center. Yount and Thomas go out there, and that will retire the side. Halfway home, Milwaukee 1, Minnesota nothing. Come on. Come on. There we go. Somebody sent me a private message. I can't answer it right now on Twitch. And I don't think the young lady who made my iced tea at Dunkin' this morning put any Splenda in there. Anyway, here's how we got here. If you joined us late, the Twins loaded the bases in the second and failed to score. Milwaukee, Cecil Cooper single. Following an error, scores Robert Yount, and it's 1-0 Milwaukee. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Brewers. No run, 6 hits, and an error for the Twins. Serum, 4 innings, 2 hits, and an unearned run. His ERA has dropped to 2.05. And Replogle, 5 innings, 6 hits, and no runs. So Thomas Moore, that is an individual name. And Yount here. Actually, that could be a full name. Thomas Moore Yount. His name is my name, too. Gorman struck out his first time up, and he has matched his real-life total of 133. Ground ball, base hit, left side. Smalley and Cubbage couldn't get there, and so the Twins have a leadoff hit for Mr. Moore. Charlie's 0 for 1. Serum's pitch. Up the middle, Smalley stops it. Wilfong for 1, over to Carew. And how do you do? It's a double play. Thomas with the roadblock slide, but Wilfong was able to make the throw, and there's 2 out. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the kind words. Robin Yount is 0 for 2. He has stolen the base and scored. Serum through 18 batters. If you're wondering why he has pitched so well, you can't pitch much better than what he's done today. 48 pitches through 18 batters, 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits, and 2 strikeouts. That's what we call in the business efficient. And there's a fly ball to right. Powell in the corner. That's going to be off the wall. Yount is on with a double. And so 2 out for Money, who is 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch. Pitch from Serum. Grounded to third. Cubbage across the way, and that should be and will be the 3rd out. So no runs, 2 hits, a runner left on. We go to the 6th. Kind of a fast one here on a Friday. 1-0 Milwaukee. So Rod Carew is 0 for 2. He has struck out once, and I am not Dr. Seuss. Replogle also has pitched a good ball game. 62 pitches through 5. Base hit right center field. So Carew is on. Replogle has scattered 7 hits. But all Minnesota has are Bengals on the board. Here's Glenn Adams. He's 0 for 2. Into right, Lescano. 1 out. So Ford is single twice. Minnesota just can't string 2 hits together. In the left, High Sale comes in. 2 out. So we're not with you live this weekend. We've got company coming tomorrow. But we got a busy week for you coming up baseball-wise. I think now we're just going to run through the end of the year, end of the regular season. So remember, Mr. Waterfield, this is for you, buddy. Primetime game will be Monday night. Because I think Wednesdays are going to be for another project. So Monday night this week, and I'll tell you what it is after the game because I didn't look. Here goes Carew, the throw down to Yount, and Rod has it stolen, his 23rd of the year. So, again, Minnesota trying to force that run. And the count to Powell is no balls and 1 strike. To center field, Thomas is there, and it won't matter. No runs, a hit. The Twins have stranded 6, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Milwaukee. You hope you're not pink again. No, everyone's kind of a shade of green. Mr. Waterfield is kind of a forest green, and Mr. Mao is a bright green, and Jamie is a teal, and JT Dutch is red. Burgundy. Like a Montreal Canadian burgundy. Cecil Cooper is 1 for 2. He's got a single and drove in his 44th. I think it depends on everybody. It always looks like when I look in the chat that everybody's like a bowl of Cocoa Krispies. Or Fruity Pebbles. Everyone's a different color. Pitch to Cooper is a fly ball, shallow right. Powell's there. 1 out. Mao is orange for you. Mao is bright fluorescent green. Jamie is green. I think Mr. Forsberg was red. Ricky was pink last night. And a couple of these people haven't talked yet. So, for Jamie, Mr. Waterfield's a brownish yellow. Larry Heisel is 0 for 2. And he sends this one into left field, but Childs will make the catch, 2 out. Dark green for Mr. Forsberg. Like I said, it either looks like the bottom of an aquarium or a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Here's Ogilvy, 2 out. He is struck out. He's 0 for 2. Serum's pitch. Little roller down to Smalley by the bag over to Carew. We better hurry. Ogilvy's out on a bang banger. How about that? So no runs, no hits, and no errors. After 6, 1-0 Milwaukee. I think Ricky's kind of worried about what color he's going to show up as. He'll be all right, whatever it is. So Replogle, yeah, it is. No one's ever the same color 2 days in a row. Wind blowing in from right at 17, 84 degrees here. Ricky's color is kind of the little bit greener than Jamie's, but not green as Mr. Waterfield's. But you showed up orange for Mr. Waterfield. I would say a tradition, like a Philadelphia Eagles green for Ricky, while Mr. Waterfield is the old Kelly green that Jane Russell would have liked. Childs has a single. He's 1 for 2. Line drive to Yount, who leaps and makes a good catch. And Ricky from Staten Island never likes to show up Eagle green. Would you take Jets green? That might be worse for you because you're a Patriots fan. 1 out. Here's Weiniger, who's 0 for 2. How do you know it's a Friday? We're talking about different shades of green in the chat. You know what? That might actually be something they would talk about in a Fortnite stream. Base hit up the middle, right over the bag. Tina Louise for Arid Extra Dry Roll-On from 1978. Oh, cool. Ricky just picked up the Dynasty, the book by Jeff Benedict. And Rick is blue for Michigan Man, who is a kind of a carnation pink for me. Yeah, it's kind of soft green. I miss the Kelly green. Ricky likes Mark's color for him better than mine. Pitch to Wilfong is a ground ball to Yount. Over to first. Wilfong is retired. That really was their only play. Weininger barreling down the base path, so there's 2 out. Here's Cubbage. He's 0 for 2 in the strikeout. So Replogle, 27 batters, 90 pitches, 6 2/3 innings, 8 hits, so a walk and 2 strikeouts. The pitch, there goes Weiniger, line drive to short, and Yount's there. Stretch time, 1-0 Brewers. Well, the Brewers are doing exactly what they need to do to stay within 4.5. At some point, they're going to have to gain some ground, but Replogle has done his work. He's only at 92 pitches through 7. It's 1-0 Milwaukee as Lescano steps to the plate to face Serum. Serum hasn't allowed an earned run through 6, and his ERA has dropped back down to 2.03. Lescano into shallow right. Powell will come in and make the catch, 1 out. Here's Sal Bando. Sal is 0 for 2. In real life, the American League Championship Series started on the Tuesday, and the National League Championship Series started on the Wednesday. But I want to, because I'm the commissioner here, make sure that if there is a game 162 that you are not, because we're not doing this for television, you're going to watch anyway, that if there is a game 163, rather, that a series does not start the next day, that would be the series that would technically start on the Wednesday, and everything that's decided would start on a Tuesday. So we'll see. If things are left to their own devices, then we would match real life. The Western Division winner will host the American League Championship Series Game 1s and 2s, and the National League East winner would host Game 1 and 2 of their series. Pitch to Bando is a line drive to Carew, 2 out. Here's Thomas. He is singled and struck out. Pitch from Serum. Got him again. So an 0-2 look, and he looked at something off speed at 79, and that's it. After 7, 1-0 Milwaukee. The graphics department will be back for Monday night. Smalley 1 for 3. The face for Ploggle is giving me the fatigue warning, although pitch count-wise, he could get the last 6. Smalley has a single. Line drive right field, base hit. So that's a 9th hit for the Twins. And that'll bring up Carew, who's 1 for 3. He has stolen a base, his 23rd, and struck out. Replogle deals. Up the middle, Money takes it to bag himself for 1, over to first. Cooper shows the glove, they got him. And that's rare to double off Rod Carew. That was all on Don Money. He knew that if he took the time to throw it to Yount, he probably wouldn't get him. So he races to the bag, does the flip throw, and Cooper nailed it. So a 4-4-3 DP. Here's Adams. Glenn is 0 for 3. Pitch to Glenn is into left center field. Thomas is there, and that takes care of the Twins in the 8th. No runs, a hit, a race on the double play, no errors. 7.5 down, Milwaukee 1, Minnesota nothing. So more Yount and Money in the bottom of the 8th. The Brewers would love an insurance run. Serum has thrown all of 67 pitches and a 4-hitter. But the Twins have left a whole bunch of bagels on the board. Pitch to Moore. Ground ball, base hit, right side. So here's Yount. Doubled and scored on the Cooper single in the 3rd. Serum, 74 pitches for 27 batters. That's tremendous. 7 innings plus, 5 hits and 3 strikeouts. In real life, the American League hit 266 off him. Today, or this replay, it's 233. They play for the bunt, up the middle for a base hit. Moore will hold at second, and the Brewers are trying to get that run in. Nobody out for Money. And do you bunt here? Not with Cooper coming up. You don't want to leave first base open. Actually, you might want to, because they would have to pitch to high sell, wouldn't they? Yeah, we'll bite. And I have no idea what happened. Moore goes to 3rd. Yount goes to... Oh, it's a pass ball. Well, how about that? Money went around the square, and Serum missed everybody. Weininger had to bounce off the padding of his glove, and everybody moved up 90. And so the Twins need to play in now. And Money's going to swing the bat. 1 ball and 1 strike. Weininger went in the stands after a fan heckled him. That time of year, I don't know why that got... Oh, because you identified a specific person. Sure. Pitch to Money. Struck him out. What a pitch by Serum. A 1-2 was looked at for strike 3, and Gary just kind of goes to the back of the mound and smiles a bit. He'll face Cooper, who's 1 for 3. The computer should be pitching to Cooper carefully. Although first base is open, Heisel's on deck. In the right center, back goes Powell. That ball's off the wall. Moore scores. Yount scores. Cooper's on second, and the Brewers lead it 3-0. And so Milwaukee's doing all they can to stay in the race. A 2-run stand-up double by Cecil Cooper. And finally, an earned run allowed by Serum. Here's Heisel. He's 0 for 3. In the left, Childs in the corner makes the catch. Cooper will hold at second, 2 out. So Ford, Powell, and Childs to face Replogle, at least to start the inning. But Andy has a 3-run cushion. Pitch to Ogilvie. Line drive to Wilfong, and that will retire the side. So the pass ball by Weiniger looms extremely large. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. We go to the 9th, 3-0 Milwaukee. So Replogle will start the inning on the mound. He'll face Ford, who's 2 for 3, single twice. Into center field, Thomas, 1 out. Here's Powell. Hoskin 1 for 2. Has singled, walked, and stole a base. Replogle winds and delivers to second. Money over to Cooper. And we're down to our last out. Yep, what a big win this would be, JT. A late season shutout from none other than the immortal Andy Replogle. I'm hearing from Dave Stegman that he is extremely jealous. So Rich Childs is the last chance for Minnesota. He is 1 for 3 with a single. Big clue. Primetime game will be Monday night. We'll tell you what it is in a minute. So the game for you and Mr. Waterfield will be Monday night, 7:30 Eastern Time. Pitch to Childs. And it's a line drive. Thomas is there. And yep, Andy Replogle has shut out the Minnesota Twins. And so the Brewers keep pace. They have beaten the Twins 3-0, 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors. For Milwaukee, no runs, 9 hits, and an error. For the Twins, Gary Serum only gives up 1 earned run. He takes the hard luck loss. He goes to 16-7, 8 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, and 4 strikeouts. And his ER, he had 126 pitch count. He only threw 85 pitches in an 8-inning complete game. His ERA drops to 2.06. So he and Mr. Matlack for the Rangers are going to fight for that ERA title. Replogle, he let down his hair, 9 innings, and a 9-hit shutout. He walked 1 and struck out 2. His pitch count was right there. He could have thrown 118, and he threw 116. JT, the Brewers are going to need some help. They're winning the games they need to win. They've won 2 straight. But when you're down now to 12 games left, you're still down 4 games. Replogle boggles over Twinkie Twirler. Thank you, Bill Allen, for that. So let's play the rest of the Sunday in baseball, shall we? Everybody in action on this Sunday, as it should be. Milwaukee will gain no ground on Baltimore. Baltimore beat Toronto 4-1. Mike Flanagan goes to 18-14. Kirkwood 4-3. Dempsey 3 for 3 with a stolen base. And Mike Flanagan, by the way, throws a 3-hitter. The Phillies and Pirates, they will not change any games today. The Phillies beat the Mets 7-3. Larry Christensen goes to 16-9. Pete Bruhart goes to 4-9. Larry Boa, 2 for 2 with a double and 2 stolen bases. And Greg Luzinski, it's his 30th of the year. Pittsburgh 4, Montreal 3. Bert Blyleven goes to 16-12. Circle it, Bert. You had a wonderful career, young man, and you'll be missed. Rudy May goes to 7-7. Dave Parker, who's going to win the Triple Crown in the National League, is 36th of the year and hit 2 RBI. He goes 2 for 4. Twins batters were replugled. Where's Gardner? Tigers 3, Indians 2 in 15 innings. I'm sure in front of wives and girlfriends at Municipal. Glenn gets the win. He goes to 2-0. Sid Bungie goes to 2-4. Andre Thornton, his 36th of the year, he goes 3 for 7 with a double. Hey, the Red Sox have given the Orioles another game. They beat the Yankees in 10, 2-1. Gardner said he was going. Oh, not reading that one. Eckersley goes to 14-15. Kind of a reverse version of the massacre here because the Red Sox took the weekend. Gossage with the loss, he goes to 7-7. And Reggie Jackson 3 for 4. No, he wasn't. That's not really even funny. Reggie Jackson 3 for 4 with a stolen base. St. Louis beat the Cubs 4-3 because we read all the scores. Pete Vukovich goes to 8-11. Ray Burris 6-15. De Jesus 3 for 5 with a stolen base. Texas in 12. They steal 5 bases. They knock down the magic number 2. They've actually knocked it down 2 today because they beat Oakland 2-1 in 12. John Matlack goes to 21-5. Dave Heaverlow falls to 6-6, and Al Oliver 2 for 5, and Al stole 2 bases. Al Oliver stole 2 bases. The reason why the magic number drops 2 is that California beat Kansas City 4-1. Frank Tanana goes to 14-12. Dennis Leonard goes to 18-13, and Rick Miller 4 for 5. Dodgers will gain a game in the West because San Francisco beat Cincinnati 4-1. Bob Depper goes to 17-12. Paul Mosco 13-8, and Gary Lavelle with his 12th save. Shy Sox 4, Seattle nothing. Cusick goes to 3-1. McLaughlin 6-5. Washington 2 for 4 with 3 RBI and 2 doubles. It was Bogo on the bases, okay? Dodgers get their 19th win out of Bert Happy Hooten. He beats, I was going to say Lee Trevino, but it's Phil Necro. 2-1, Bob Horner with his 24th of the year as Atlanta struggled. Bert Hooten goes out and throws a 3-hitter and strikes out 5 and allows a walk. Aunt Bee's pie eating contest is next on TBS. And finally, San Diego beats Houston 4-3. Randy Jones beats Joe Sambito. Jones goes to 16-12. Sambito 9-10. And Raleigh Fingers is 31. Probably. I don't know why he's not showing up in the chat. He didn't really feel all that well. But yes, I think because we stopped showing Dodger games twice a week, he's boycotting. Or the fact that I yelled at him. One of the two. So the standings as we leave you. Oh, let's tell you the game we're doing Monday night. It is it will be Milwaukee and New York, and that's now a big game because they're only 2 games apart. Other games of meaning: Baltimore, Cleveland, California, Minnesota. No, that game doesn't mean anything anymore. Kansas City, Seattle, Cincinnati, and Los Angeles, and Chicago and Oakland. So Monday it'll be the Brewers and the Yankees. And then Tuesday will be at noon will be the Dodgers and the Reds. It's easier just to do it this way. Magic numbers. Dodgers is 7. They leave the Reds by 6.5. I think it's safe to say the Dodgers are going to be on the road for games 1 and 2 of the National League Championship Series. The Reds just couldn't ever get it together. In the East, Philly by 4 over Pittsburgh. Philly's magic number is 10. But that's not done. Remember, Pittsburgh plays Philly for the last 4 games of the season. Texas' magic number is 9. They have a 6-game lead over Kansas City. That loss might have just sent the playoff tickets to Texas for the first 2. And to the East, it seems to be the only race left. Baltimore now has a 2.5-game lead over the Yankees, and a magic number of 12. Milwaukee 4.5 back, and they're still in it. So if the Brewers can go through and beat the Yankees Monday night at 7:30, Baltimore is going woo and who. So 2 races are now outside of 5 games. So we'll see. Have a good weekend, everybody. My name is Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you Monday night at 7:30 right here on Retro Sports Network.